Hello, everyone. My name is Royce, and welcome back to the series that I'm doing. I'm here to share my experience and observation and knowledge to hopefully empower individuals. And with that, we will be continuing the major section of understanding, and we are entering the third flow of life consequence or flow of life game, and that is black and white, also known as the chess game. So I'm going to explain what it is, how to identify it, what it goes towards to, and possible solutions for this way of life. All for this whole major section of understanding, it applies to everybody in any different backgrounds, socioeconomic status, as I said before. So in the chess game, it is what it is. It's about chess. And if you don't know what chess is, it's a strategy game where opponents take turns of placing pieces with constraints in order to try and capture the opponent's king in a checkmate, or you end up in a stalemate. So for this flow of life or game, in the chess game lifestyle, where everything is based on the black and white principle, you only see things as an inconvenience or convenience, inefficient or efficient, a success or a failure. There's no middle ground. And when you try to aim for these constant wins in life, you don't want to have to you don't want to be forced in a situation that is not beneficial to you at all. And this is the way of life where people have that mentality that, oh, talking to anybody else lower than you or spending time with other people that are inferior to you is a waste of time. And yes, that may be true in this lifestyle, but it may not be true in the sense of the overall way of life. So, for this type of people and to play this type of game or lifestyle or living this lifestyle, they already have to strategize and plan their whole life ahead of them. These people have outlines of what they want to do at a specific age. They have a plan to get there. They have certain small goals to reach. They have milestones. These are the people that love the KPIs, the key performance indicators, and they love to measure things on like numerical value or numerical analysis. So when they see the numbers go up, they feel like they are getting somewhere in life and they're progressing. Just like how you progress in chess, right? The more pieces you capture from your opponent, the more likely you are to become successful. And that's what it means to be living in this lifestyle of the black and white chess game lifestyle. And now you may be wondering, what about the consequences? So the consequences of being able or choosing to live this kind of life is that you might experience a lot of stress, maybe some anxiety, because you're going to be constantly pushing yourself to be better every single day. And you may be wondering, how is this any different than the second game of life or way of life? How is this any different from the second way of life or living, the survival game? So, specifically, just for the black and white, the chess game, in this game, you have a careful plan and you can utilize all your resources, would it be with another person or your family, your friend, anything, in order to accomplish a singular common goal. And in the survival game, it's all about you are for yourself and you don't have friends or anything. And that's a few of the differences. But in the survival game, you just need to survive. You don't need to win or fail or anything. But in this lifestyle of black and white, the chess game, the point is to become the best, to win, to dominate, and to control everything that you worked hard for. And it is a very unhealthy way of living, and you can see that throughout history in the timeline. If you look at all of the greatest leaders of many civilizations, the greatest weakness has always been the leader that starts to underperform or is just not being as effective as before. Now you may wonder, why does this happen in life? How come some people that were effective leaders start to become ineffective? Well, all has to depend on the setting or the environment you live in and what is needed during that time. Because not all the time you're going to need a specific type of leader, and sometimes you need a different kind of leader. Because certain times, as I mentioned throughout this section, every time is going to be different and everyone's situation is unique. So, if there's an abundance of resources and there's a lack of creativity, maybe more people will want to seek more creativity and then having more resources. And it could be vice versa. So it all just depends. And that's how many great leaders that were once effective, that followed the black and white chess game way of living, fall off. And that is one of the solutions. And there is more other solutions, but that is the most common solution. And being able to identify if you are living or choosing to live the way of black and white, also known as the chess game, then you're going to have to accept that you're going to lose many battles. But in the end, you will want to hope to win the war, to win the game, and becoming at the top. Now, the end game for people that live the black and white style or the chess game way of life is if more people of the same mindset collectively form groups or organizations, they will most likely become unstoppable in history or that timeline. So you can look for these individuals that have a record of winning or achieving many great things, and they are rich, famous, well educated, and all, then that's when it becomes to start getting extremely dangerous, and we're going to enter a territory where not many people understand that maybe your life is indirectly being affected by those people that live the lifestyle of the black and white. So hopefully you'll understand this as you live life and you begin to piece out all the puzzles and why their actions are indirectly affecting your life in any shape or form. It could be through the education, maybe some social programs, maybe some of your jobs, or getting money, taxes, bills. They can indirectly affect you. And once you understand what their goal is in life and you align that with what's happening in your life and you realize they're trying to do this, so it might impact you this way, you can be prepared and possibly position yourself to avoid being in their way, because it's hard to stop an unstoppable force. And with that being said, the people that live the black and white life or the chess game can now understand that the actions and the power they gain, they must be responsible for it. To end this flow of life and the consequences of the black and white or the chess game is unpredictable. And to wrap it up, this flow of life and the consequences of the black and white or the chess game depends and it varies greatly on the individual. And hopefully, I explained it well enough to give you a basic understanding of what it is. In the next video, I'll start wrapping up this mini section on the flow of lives and consequences. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.